Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I thought it'd be a good idea to make a what sold video. I get asked about, my sell-through rate and stuff like that, and how do I have such low amount of items listed in my eBay store, but I maintain a high sell-through rate. And the short answer to that is just experience, kind of just knowing what to pick up and what sells well. Throughout the years of me doing this, I've kind of just, found what works for me, and just knowing how to research things properly and kind of just staying in my lane when it comes to going out there picking, at flea markets and OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, and wherever I get my inventory. So this is how many items I have listed currently right now. I'll have more than that after this video is done. I just listed probably like 15 items or so, and I'm gonna probably list another 20 plus items today. And that's kind of just how it is. I get the inventory in, I try to get it out as fast as possible. So I'm going to show you guys in today's video what sold over the weekend. And I got like 25 sales, I believe it was, and I'm going to pop some up on the screen here. Mainly just the bigger stuff like the systems that sold. I'll just pop up on the screen randomly because I don't want to picking up all that stuff, showing you guys. So yeah, they'll be popped up on the screen. But the first thing I want to show you is this Lebron James jersey that sold, that I picked up for $10 at a flea market. And this sold very quickly. It sold in probably like 2 days after I listed it. And this is a little bit of an older LeBron James jersey. This Nike tag's a bit older, like mid 2000s. I would say this jersey is probably from 2003 to 2005, something like that. And you guys see it sold for a really good amount, 50 bucks. So 10 into 50, do that all day long. And then we found this Lisa Frank. This wasn't a bundle that I found at the flea market. I sold it pretty cheap, $28. I only have like $1, $2 into it, so I really don't even really care. If I was to hold on to this a little longer, 35, 40 bucks probably. But you guys will notice I take offers on stuff. I send a lot of offers out aggressively because if I can make my money back and profit, a good profit, I just send the stuff out. Don't get attached to your inventory. That's like the number one thing. The stuff that you find is not special. You're going to find it again. If you're out there hunting every single day, you're going to find it again and better stuff, than what you sold or trying to hold on to. So remember that. Don't get attached to your inventory. That's rule number one. But yeah, 28 bucks, easy to ship, easy money. And then we got this Sony Walkman. These things can have some sneaky value. This sold for 15. I sent the person an offer. I had it up for 20. And it sold quick. So stuff like this I always pick up, or I've been picking up a lot more recently. And it sold very fast in probably about a week for 15 bucks. And then here's a bolo for you guys out there. This is a Sony BM, or the model is a Sony. The model is BM575. And this sold for $54.99. And I spent $3 on this. Picked this up at a flea market. And yeah, this one surprised me. I bought it, without knowing how much it goes for. I just saw that it was Sony. Felt like pretty good qualities, pretty heavy, a little heavy. And it sold for 55 bucks. And this sold in probably about 10 to 15 minutes after listing it. So keep an eye out for those. And then here's another item you guys should know about if you guys have been reselling a little while. These are TI-84 Plus. This one's a CE model, but if you just find the TI-84 Plus calculators, silver edition, any ones that are TI-84, pick them up. Those ones go for really good money. I usually get like 50 to 55 for those. These ones I get a little more, especially if they have the cover and you can get a charger with it. You can probably ask like $65 to $75. Since this one had no cover, no charger, but it does work. Luckily I had a charger at my house, and this still sold instantly for 60 bucks. Literally sold within 5-10 minutes of me listing it. So keep an eye out for TI-84 Plus calculators, the CE model and just the TI-84. And then we sold these figures, little Dragon Ball Z figures. If you ever find anime figures, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, stuff like that, and they're a little older, definitely pick them up. This sold not for much, but 15 bucks, And if you can get these figures for pretty cheap, it's worth it. I had these kind of just hoarded up and just was kind of collecting them for a little while, and I just decided to sell them, and they sold for 15. Probably could have got 20, but hey, 15 bucks is 15 bucks. Staying on the theme of Dragon Ball Z, I sold this DVD set. This is seasons 1 through 4 of Dragon Ball Z, and it sold for 25 bucks. This will go media mail, so it should probably cost like $4 to $5 to ship. So I should make a pretty decent little profit on that. And now into the video game stuff, the stuff that you guys probably have been waiting for. This right here is a nice little bundle of Nintendo 64, just empty boxes, and then some Game Boy like manuals and inserts and stuff like that. Nothing crazy in there, just kind of stuff that just was sitting in a box. You know, I didn't want to list individually. It's not really worth it. And it sold instantly. I listed it for $59.99 free shipping, and it literally sold really fast. So, you know, this right here is going to go to a collector or another reseller that has the games or have some of the games to complete them or whatever it is, right? So really good thing to keep an eye out for is empty cases. Sometimes the games, you know, aren't in there and it has the manual. You can still sometimes make some pretty good money, especially if you lock that stuff up or whatever. So keep an eye out for old vintage, you know, Nintendo 64 boxes, Super Nintendo, NES, all that stuff. Sometimes just the cardboard can be worth some pretty good money. And then we'll just skim through these games. We got Guitar Hero 5. I always tell you guys, do not sleep on your Guitar Hero games. A lot of people skip on these, man, and I know because resellers, I see them at the tables, they're looking at the games, and they just pass up on games like this. They're looking for the common stuff, the basic stuff that everyone knows about. The Marios, the Zeldas, the Donkey Kongs. But this game sells just as much as that or more sometimes than those games. Guitar Hero 5, you see, sold for 20 bucks. And then we got Super Mario Wii. Always a good game to find. Here's another little sleeper title right here, Fight Night Champion, sold for 15 bucks. It all adds up. NBA Street Volume 2. This one was complete in box. This was one of my favorite games growing up as a kid. Definitely a bolo game. This one was in a little bit rough condition, but it still worked. So that's why I got 25. If this one's in really good condition, it can go upwards to like 35 bucks. So look out for this game on PlayStation 2 and also GameCube. That one might go for probably a little more actually, but I know the PS2 one holds some, you know, pretty good value. Then we got Luigi's Mansion for DS. Always pick up your Mario games, Luigi, you know, Donkey Kong, Zelda. I'm sure you guys know about those already. P90X sold for 15. Got this for probably like $1 or $2, and sell this at your own risk. I hear a lot of people saying not to sell this on eBay, Veros and all that. I personally haven't had any issues, but sell this at your own risk, and you could, yeah, just sell it at your own risk. That's all I gotta say. Couple more games here, guys. We got Harry Potter, and I paid $5 for this, and the reason why is because this was brand new sealed, as you see, and it had a little damage in the corner right there. Hopefully you guys can see that. And it still sold for 25 bucks. I had it up for 30, sent an offer for 25, and it sold instant. It sold. So don't be afraid to send out offers too, guys. Always send out offers. I send out offers daily. And then we got Guitar Hero Legends of Rock, and this one was also brand new sealed that I picked up for $5. And just this game not being brand new still sells on the Wii for like 18 to 20, somewhere in that range, but it being brand new, it sold for 35 bucks, and that sold in probably about a day or two. Then we got Batman the Enemy Within. Here's like a sleeper Batman game. Most Batman games aren't really worth much on the PS4 from my knowledge, but this one has some little bit sneaky value, 15 bucks, not bad. And then we got Marvel versus Capcom 2 for the PlayStation 2. This one had, the reason why it sold cheaper, you guys probably can't really see on the camera, but this one had some top scratches right here, and that's going to definitely hurt the value. If you can put the video game through like a light, like in your room, or the light on your flash on your phone, and you can kind of see through it, like little dots and stuff like that, that's not really good. That's not good at all, actually. It could hurt the value. when it has top scratches and stuff like that. People that are buying these high-end games like this are probably collecting them and they want it, you know, in good condition because they're paying so much. But that's why I sold it for 90. If it was in better condition, 100 plus easy, and complete goes upwards to 150, 175 dollars, something like that. So, oh yeah, also we got last sale, guys. We got this Nintendo Switch dock. I paid $2. It was really nasty and dirty, and I sold it for $25. So if you guys like these what sold videos, please do me a favor and like the video, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're new, and I'd really appreciate that, guys. If you guys have any questions, you know, drop the question down below in the comments. Sorry guys, rambling on these videos for this amount of time. Sometimes I could mumble a little bit on my words. And then yeah, if you guys have any questions, also you can message me on Instagram at AdrianAdler209, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible. So I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Peace out.